Nottingham has so much more history to it than Robin Hood, but certainly Robin Hood, the legend, is something that's known worldwide. We get people here from, literally from all over the world, from Australia. We get huge numbers of Chinese tourists coming these days as well, because of Nottingham's Chinese student population. And most countries in the world have their own version of the Robin Hood legend. But we're lucky enough to have the one that everybody knows worldwide. It's the archetypal one, the character that if he didn't exist, people would have to invent him. And Nottingham's got that, but there's much more as well. It's the main, sort of the gateway character. If you can talk to people about Robin Hood, if they know about Robin Hood, they know about the castle, then you can talk about language, culture, food, other parts of history, because Nottingham's got a very rich history. Castle does a lot more events now than it ever used to. The staff and team here are working really well at making it a real sort of social centre for Nottingham. In terms of the Robin Hood events, we have the annual Robin Hood pageant, which is great fun, a weekend in October. But October itself is absolutely jam-packed. We have the Nottingham Robin Hood Beer Festival at the beginning of October, which is great fun. Going from strength to strength, to be honest, you would think that a beer festival might be something a little bit rowdy, but it's been 5 years they've had it here now, and it's gone from strength to strength and no trouble at all, to be honest. I think they started off, first year it was here 17,000 people. I think it was just shy of 26,000 last year. And it's just a beautiful event. People can come along, there's food, there's music, there's, good beers, which is great. Other events, we have regular music played here as well. Outdoor theatre as well is becoming really popular. Nottingham itself has undergone a real sea change. It's much more welcoming now. We've got much more. It's a very young, vibrant city. There's lots of students coming in, lots of international students coming in. But the reputation and the feel of the city itself is much more welcoming now. And that's all the way across from night spots, shops, and the people themselves. Nottingham's a great, great city. People are proud of it at a really core level. And that's certainly something I'd like to spread the word about as well. Come to Nottingham, it's great fun, you will have a good time. And a safe time, says the man armed to the teeth. I like the fact that the Castle Rock have got Robin Hood in doing the brewery tours. Not just because I enjoy. Who doesn't enjoy going to a brewery? It was one of the finest days of my life when they gave me the keys to a brewery. But it's a nice thing. Castle Rock are a very enthusiastic, very proud of being part of Nottingham Brewery. And they like the idea that they have Robin Hood as a tour guide. Essentially, it just adds a little bit extra. Obviously plays on their name because the brewery's in the shadow of the actual Castle Rock itself. And the reason I started doing it was after their last expansion, the people who used to do the brewery tours, who would have been Charlie, she was a commercial director, or Colin, who's still the present MD, had to concentrate more on their proper jobs. And because the guys knew me from events they'd done outside up at Nottingham Castle doing beer tents, and other events, and of course the Nottingham Robin Hood Beer Festival that's also held at Nottingham Castle, they figured it was quite a nice thing having Robin Hood as our tour guide. It's a bit of extra fun, and from my point of view, I love it. People enjoy meeting Robin Hood. It's a very silly thing. I enjoy meeting people. We go around a brewery, we drink beer. What's not to love? Nottingham's is very lucky having the Robin Hood character, and essentially you can turn him to to anything. lots of local companies, for instance, Nottingham Building Society, use the character as a logo. So, you know, obviously the character itself is also a useful marketing tool, and from my point of view, it's great fun. I get to organise a party in a brewery. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.